co-host.
Hey everyone, how are you? Ashley Amudzai here, and we have another amazing Wisdom Drop Wednesday for you guys. You guys know I get really excited about all the practitioners that I bring on here, but I am extra excited for this one. This is my new friend Sacha, who I recently met on social media, and we had a conversation. I was like, "You are so freaking incredible. I need to know all about you and your practice and what you do and how you serve your clients." And after we were really evolving into that conversation, I was like, "I need to bring you on to the academy, the Mediocre to Magical Academy, so you can share this wisdom with my amazing audience." And so our guest expert today, again, her name is Sacha Bryce. She is a holistic yoga therapist, intuitive kinesiologist, and EFT healer. EFT stands for the emotional freedom technique. And so today she's going to lead us through the EFT and tapping through some of the blocks. A little bit more about her background. She's the founder and creator of the Core Clarity program. She is dedicated to holding space for you and going beyond limiting beliefs that are rooted in childhood trauma to return back to your true nature, which is limitless freedom and clarity. Can we all just breathe that in for a minute? Limitless freedom and clarity. You are worthy. You are so deserving. And I'm so honored to bring Sacha on here today to be able to lead us through some tapping exercises so we can tap into that limitless freedom and clarity. Thank you so, so much, Sacha, for being here today.
Thank you guys so much for welcoming me into your beautiful group, and Ashley for hosting this. I'm super excited because I absolutely love tapping, and it's such a powerful tool to help us really quickly feel results and feel a sense of freedom from whatever it is that's, bothering us. And right now there's kind of a lot collectively that's been happening and bothering us individually. So I'm here today. I work with people individually as well to clear specific subconscious limiting beliefs. Today we're going to focus on really what's present. So what you're feeling in your body in this moment. Everything is welcome, and we really use this technique to allow it to move through us, because usually it's not what's actually there, the feeling. We know emotions are energy in motion. As one of my yoga teachers said, it's like sensation with story. And the story is usually what causes the suffering. The sensation is just a part of our human experience. So we're really going to welcome whatever sensations are present. And I'm going to show you this powerful tool that you guys are going to be able to practice without me when this is complete, and notice how quickly we can feel results and just lightness and freedom, not only with ourselves, but with our children, which I'm going to touch on today.
Okay, are you guys so excited for this? We have some in the comment said, it's like, I did EFT with her on IGTV, so on Instagram the other day, and it was awesome. Yes, I reposted her story. She's doing these amazing sound bites on her IGTV. So if you guys aren't familiar, hop on Instagram, check out her profile. All of her links will be dropped below in the comments, and I'll also include it above. So that way you can find out how you can access her, how you can work with her and learn more. Something I've always included in my practice is EFT, but I have so many tools that I didn't really take the tapping seriously. And just to be clear, EFT is the same as tapping. I didn't really take it seriously. And then I'm talking to Sacha, and she's like, yeah, this is what I kind of like base my business around. She has many other varieties as a, holistic yoga therapist and intuitive kinesiology. But I was like, tell me more. Like, I knew this was a tool that anybody can access. Once you know the simple system of it, you can apply it to anything in your life. This is going to be the most valuable information you guys are probably going to get as far as releasing the trapped emotions, energy in motion that's in your space. And that's why I felt it was so crucial to have her on today. So I would love, if you guys are on here, come say hello, hop into the comments. We'd love to greet you and give you a big virtual hug. And then also, what are some of the blocks that you would like support in releasing? Because we already have some ideas here based on what we have talked about previously. But if you have something in particular and you're like, ooh, I'd really like to go over that, then drop it in the comments, and we're going to be sure that we can all tap through that together. Yeah, so take it away, Sacha. I'm so excited. Where should we start? I mean, there's so many things.
So I think we'll start, I'll teach you guys the points that we're going to be working with today. And I'll have you start by just tuning in. So I know we're all involved in a lot of activity in our lives, but we're just going to take like 10 seconds. You can place your hands on your heart, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Close your eyes if you feel safe doing that. And just notice what you feel in this moment. So maybe you're feeling a little bit of stress, maybe some tension in your shoulders. See if you can notice a sensation that you're feeling in this moment. Just starting there. And then I'll teach you the point. So you're going to open up your eyes. So we always start with the side of the hand. This is sometimes known as the karate chop point. It's either side. So for all points, they work actively on either side because the meridians run through both sides of the body. So either side is fine. And we start by tapping here. And the next point is going to be the eyebrows. So like I said, either side or both. Some people like both, just where the hair starts. I like to just use one. And then you're going to just run your fingers along the hairline just to outside of the temple, side of the eye. You got it. And then under the eye, so where you'll feel a bone there, just directly under your pupil, under the nose, sometimes I call the mustache point, and the chin, and then the collarbone. So you'll feel your bones and you want to just drop almost an inch below, just below the collarbones. The next point is under the arm. So if you have a bra strap, just the base of the bra strap, about 4 inches below the armpit. Yeah, and you can reach over if that feels better. And then the top of the head. And let's just take a deep breath in and out. And then close your eyes once again and just notice what you feel. So that's one round of tapping. You might already start to feel a little bit of ease, a little bit of shifting of energy. And that was just a general round of tapping. So just so you know, you can do these points without having to use words, and it creates the same effect. But now I'd like to guide you through what's really potent is when we actually use our words to clear whatever's there.
So I love that question. You said that you can use one side or both. And I've always been a little bit like confused on that. How does it work that you can do just one side and it'll affect both?
Totally. So the meridians run equally along both sides of the body. So when we tap on one side, we get the same effects. It still triggers the energy in the same way. If you want to do both, it's not like it's double effect or anything like that. It's just sometimes people find that more comfortable. So one is adequate.
Okay, and one more question too, and I think that this helps me wrap my mind around it, but for other people as well, how I've always described it or really seen it, so let me know if this is correct, is when we have these suppressed emotions, these trapped energies, the subconscious beliefs within our system, it feels like just like we have these main chakra points within our body, that we have these main like kind of like pressure points or variety of points right here, that when we access and we tap on these, it just releases. It just gives permission. Is that why we do these in particular? Or does it like, I feel like it shakes up the energy a little bit enough to be released?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's similar to a lot of people have heard of acupuncture or acupressure. So we're using actually Chinese medicine in a very simple way with our own body to activate and release the energy lines where the emotion gets stuck and trapped. Yeah. So when
energy lines. Okay.
yeah, so you can think of it like energy lines that run all through the body. These are known as the meridians. So the meridian lines, so we're actually tapping along these meridian lines, and EFT has created this specific pattern. Although you can just tap on one point and feel effects, this particular formula, you could call it, creates really amazing, profound effects.
Speaking of amazing and profound, you guys, can we get some hearts? I'm just so excited. I'm always learning as well. And you're just so good at what you do. I adore you. All right, great. So what's next?
So we'll check the comments, and if there's anything that people are feeling in particular, and if there's, then please share in the comment, and I'll do a whole tapping script on whatever that is.
Ooh, beautiful. So we do have one from our friend that says, hi, thank you both. This is amazing. Some of my blocks are feeling unworthy, shame, doubt, and blocked creativity. so amazing that you've shared all of that, because this is something that so many people can resonate with. And blocked creativity too. Imagine if I imagine like having like a band on your arm, like when they go give blood, and it's like cutting off the circulation. So what you're doing is you're tapping in these areas and you're unleashing the band so the blood can kind of flow again, but energetically it's creating that flow. So I have this vision of like, if you have blocked creativity, like this is perfect because it's just going to let go of that band so that circulation is going through again. Okay, cool. So yeah, whichever one you feel most comfortable tackling with that.
That's awesome. Ashley, do you mind repeating it? Because if you guys have a notepad around, that is super helpful, especially if we're working through the thing that you commented on. So I'll just write down some of those. So unworthy.
Yes. So unworthy, shame, doubt, and blocked creativity.
Okay, amazing.
And that's a lot of awareness, you guys, like to be able to say, yeah, this is what I struggle with. Good for you. Absolutely. I can't see your name on here. The people who are commenting, it just says Facebook user.
It's anonymous. So if anyone wants to share something, feel free to do that for now. And so that's exactly it. I love your analogy, Ashley. And it's like, it's really like the energy gets trapped and then it feels so real and so dense. And so we're creating space for this trapped energy to move, and then we can be free from it. So I think a lot of us, as if we're entrepreneurs or if we're showing up online, I can relate to this myself, feeling a lot of self-doubt and just not knowing if what I have to offer is enough. So I think we'll go along with this, really self-doubt. I don't know if you've seen that, Ashley, but just doubting ourselves and where we're at and feeling ashamed and unworthy of creating from that place. If you've seen that, or if in this group there's a block related to that, maybe you want to share that and we can tune into that energy.
Yeah, actually, like the first thing that came into my mind around doubt was, even with the virus, doubting our body's potential, doubting our own power to be able to advocate for ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally in that space. And rather it's being replaced with fear. I felt that, you guys, like I'm being super honest. I was like, oh my gosh, what if we get it? I have a cough. I'm dying. Like I just like this whole thing, but I was doubting my ability, like my body's ability to heal itself, to protect itself. And like, I'm not being ignorant here because obviously it's a very serious thing, but that was the first thing that I thought of, is like, wow, I'm not only doubting myself, because I don't really doubt myself in business. I like really run with ignorance on fire. That's my superpower. But what I do, I realize kind of struggle with is like the confidence in my body. Like, can I do this? So there's a whole range there.
I absolutely love that. And I think we can really roll with this doubting our own power. So whether the person that was commenting, that I imagine is feeling more similar feelings as a sensitive person that I often feel, is like doubting my enoughness. But whether we're doubting our own power to be able to creatively express our gifts, or we're doubting our own body's ability to heal, it's still the same actually doubt in ourselves and doubting our own power. So I think we'll start with that and tap a little bit around that. So I'd love for anybody who's watching. So, of course, we're not feeling the exact same thing. We're all unique humans with a range of feelings, but just check in with, and another thing that came up was like doubting our ability to survive this, like our ability to make money through this, our ability to just survive right now. Like that is so real. It's like, well, what if I lose my job? And then we're doubting this natural ability we have as powerful creators to thrive in this.
So good.
So, yeah. Is there anything you want to say before I get people to tune in?
There's one other comment here. And so this might be another one, is procrastination. She says, I procrastinate when it comes to my success. I'm quick to move for others, but when it comes to me benefiting from anything, I slow down. Ooh, okay. There's some, I'm so excited to see who this is because it's all anonymous. Cause there's some mindset work there too. So I think procrastination, right? Our brain is always trying to protect us from something. And so if, what is it protecting us from? Let's release that subconscious belief moving forward, that it's safe to lean into success. It's safe to be successful, etc. So I think that'd be another one too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so we'll touch on that next. For the first one, this is super powerful, and I think it also relates to procrastination, although I'll get more specific on that, because when we're doubting our own power to create, what are we going to do? We're just going to put that thing to the side and focus on other people, like that person had said. So let's tune in for a moment again. This is a really powerful part of this process, and oh, so resistant we are to just be still for a moment and close your eyes. And I want you to check in with, where are you doubting your own power right now? Where are you doubting your body's ability to be safe in all of this? Where are you doubting your power to creatively express yourself? And see if you can physically feel it. This is the real magic of EFT. We're tuning into the present moment sensation of this belief. So when you think of this doubt in your own power, where do you feel it? Maybe it's in your throat. Maybe it's in your shoulders, or it's in the front of your head, like so much overthinking. And notice where these sensations are. If you have a notepad, jot them down briefly. And I also want you to give it a number from 0 to 10. This is super key. So it's like the doubt I have in my own power, a 10 being like, I completely don't doubt I doubt myself completely. 0, feeling super confident. So give that a bit of a range rating from 0 to 10, because then you can really notice the effects when we do a round of tapping. Okay. And when you're ready, you can just follow along with me. And we're going to start with the setup statement. So Ashley, up to you. If you want to unmute yourself, you can repeat after me, or you can keep yourself on mute. So we'll come here. Yeah. So starting with the statement, even though I'm doubting my own power,
I'm doubting my own power
to survive,
my own power to survive,
I choose
to
deeply and completely
deeply and completely
love, honor, and accept myself
love, honor, and accept myself
exactly as I am,
exactly as I am,
even though I'm feeling self-doubt
I'm feeling self-doubt
in my own abilities
in my own abilities
to make money, to create, to be safe and healthy.
to be safe and healthy.
I choose to deeply and completely accept whatever I feel.
accept whatever I feel.
We're welcoming the feeling. One more time, 3 times. Even though I've been doubting my own power,
I've been doubting my own power,
feeling like I'm not enough,
feeling like I'm not enough,
I'm not healthy enough,
I'm not healthy enough,
I'm not strong enough,
I'm not strong enough,
I'm just not enough,
I'm just not enough,
and I doubt my power.
and I doubt my power.
I am choosing
to
deeply and completely love and accept myself as I am
love and accept myself as I am
right now.
And
then these are the reminder statements. So we come to the eyebrow, either one or both. I've been doubting my own power.
I've been doubting my own power.
Outside of the eye, this doubt in myself.
This doubt in myself.
Under the eye, doubt that I am a divine being.
Doubt that I am a divine being.
Doubting that I'm infinitely supported.
Doubting that I am infinitely supported.
Under the nose, doubting that I'm not enough.
Doubting that I am not enough.
Chin, doubting that there's not enough.
Doubting that there's not enough.
Not enough money.
Not enough money.
Not enough supplies.
Not enough supplies.
Not enough toilet paper.
Not enough toilet paper.
Collarbones. I'm doubting I'm not prepared enough.
I'm doubting that I'm not prepared enough.
Doubting every aspect of my life.
Doubting every aspect of my life.
Under the arm, if you have children, doubting my ability to take care of my children.
Doubting my ability to take care of my children.
Doubting that I'm doing I'm not doing a good enough job.
Oh, that's so good. Doubting that I'm not doing a good enough job.
Top of the head. Oh, I've been doubting.
Oh, I've been doubting
My own power.
my own power.
I've been doubting my own power.
I have been doubting my own power.
And I'm allowing myself to move this energy
And I'm allowing myself to move this energy
in my body, mind, and spirit.
in my body, mind, and spirit.
I want you to take a deep breath in and then exhale, just let it go and release your hand. You can place your hands back on your body and notice what you're feeling in this moment. And in particular, around whatever it was you were feeling at the beginning, check into that area and give yourself a rating, a new rating now. And for some of us, who knows, maybe it increase, but for most of us, we might feel a little drop in the rating. So we'll feel it reduce. And we can do another round and notice, because if you guys have noticed, a lot of the time when you're feeling, for instance, anger, you're angry and frustrated, we'll do a round of tapping on that anger or frustration, and you'll notice you're actually scared and you're actually sad, so there's layers of emotion that will unpeel beyond what shows up initially.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling right now? Because I'm having all sorts of downloads. One of the things that you said, and I can bring this up later too, was about being a good mom. And it's like now with, my daughter being home with us, I work full time in my business, and I usually work a good 9 to 11 hours a day consistently. And now my daughter's home all the time. My husband's home and all these things. And so I've had so much, like you said, the root is scared and sadness around now I'm homeschooling, trying to balance my clients, balancing my health, balancing my being a good wife and a good, boss lady and a good all this and co-parent, all of those things. And I just felt that kind of release. There's obviously still more work to do there, but I was like, that's what it is. That's been this looming thing of doubting my own power for myself personally, doubting my own power that I can do it all. And one thing is, I don't believe in balance. I believe in harmony, but it's okay to be a little bit out of balance, but I need to create that harmony in myself. And doing this tapping exercise is making me aware of oh, this is the area that I didn't even realize I needed help with.
Yes, absolutely. And while you were speaking and while we were tapping, one thing that showed up for me was just this general not enoughness that I think we all feel in some area of our life. It's and it also links back to the comment around procrastination, because we're never doing enough, right? It's never enough what we're doing with our kids, with our business, so we have this tendency to feel like we're just not enough, which can keep us feeling stuck. And when we tune into the present moment and our enoughness right here and now, we can feel a lot more joy and ease to create.
So good. And our friend says, wow, wow, wow. My head was a 10 and now it's at 0.2.
Wow. That's awesome. And that's just one round.
Yeah.
So usually we're tapping for a lot more rounds. And is there any other comments about things that we're feeling, or should we move on to, did you want to touch on procrastination?
Yeah, I think that is a good one. Our other friend said definitely noticed a change, which is awesome. We'd love to know, if you guys are on here, what shift have you noticed? And then if you're just now hopping on too, feel free to hop into our next round and you can share your results as well, because tapping really, legitimately, it does work. It's something that's so simple, like breathing, right? People are like, calm down, just breathe. And you're like, it's so simple that we want to just throw it out the window, but it's the most important thing to do. All we have to do is tap. So I love seeing the social proof within the comments too, and really excited to support everyone who's watching. So I think procrastination is a good one, because I've seen some memes online that are something about, I would always say when I had more time, I would clean my house. But now that I'm stuck at home, that turns out to be a bunch of baloney, because that's not the problem. We're all procrastinating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's we all I love the thing that says we all know how to lose weight. You exercise more and eat less, but we somehow get stuck in well, how? I'm not, and we're just so stuck because we're not able to move the energy. So I'll have you check in around Place your hands on your body again. And I just want you to tune into, like, when you think of procrastination, maybe that word, like for me, that word is almost so loaded that I don't even want to look at that word. So notice what resistance shows up around asking yourself, what am I procrastinating? Where am I procrastinating in my life? What does that bring up for you? And in specific, again, in the body. So maybe right away you're like, yep, I know what it is. It's writing that book or whatever that is. And then what does that feel like for you when you think of procrastination? Heaviness maybe in the chest, tension in the shoulders, anything that you're feeling in your body, take note of that and then scale it from 0 to 10. And just trust whatever number comes up. No one's going to test you on it. And we'll go through this procrastination. Okay, I'm excited because I gotta say, I do a good amount of procrastination myself. So this is probably coming back for me as well. Okay, so we'll come to the side of the hand, and this is where we set it up. Even though I've been procrastinating and putting off the thing I know I need to do, I'm allowing myself to feel this feeling of procrastination. Even though I've been procrastinating, I've been really hard on myself for it, for not doing what I need to do. I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself anyways. Even though I'm a really good procrastinator. I put off all the things that I know I want to do. And I just think I'll do them later. And they never get done. And nothing gets done. I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And forgive myself. For whatever it is that I am now. Whatever I'm feeling now. And we come to the eyebrow, this procrastination. Outside of the eye, I am procrastinating. I've been procrastinating my whole life. Under the eye, I think I'll do it later. That's a classic statement of mine. Under the nose, and when it comes to other people's needs, I'm right there. Pleasing them. Under the chin, I'm getting whatever they need done. I'm super good at pleasing other people. When it comes to what I want to do, I put it on the back burner. I say I'll do it later. Collarbones, this procrastination. This pattern of putting things off. I'm getting tired of it. It's not working for me anymore. I'm ready to do the thing. Under the arm, but I've been putting things off. My whole life. Saying I'll do them later. Top of the head, this pattern of procrastination. I'm letting it move. In my body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath in, fill your belly. Exhale through your mouth, let it go. Place your hands back on your body and just feel whatever it is you feel in this moment. And take notice of the sensation that you noted at the beginning and the number. And notice if the number has shifted. And whenever you feel ready, opening back up your eyes. Yay, kitty. Hey, sweet. Yeah, and that was one thing we were going to get to, is that tapping is super effective with children. They actually love it and they think it's super funny. It's like we have these magical buttons on our face that when we tap, it changes the way that we feel. So if you're homeschooling right now, or if you're being a mom, and as we're seeing, like you're working and your kids are all of a sudden around, give tapping a try. Ashley, I don't know if your daughter wants to join us, but that would be pretty fun too.
Okay, we're gonna try this. And
Okay, sweet. Let's do it live.
We'll come in if we can swing this.
What's your daughter's name?
What's your name, baby? Do you want to tap with us? Yes or no? Okay, come tell them.
Okay.
Tell friends. What's your name? I'm sorry, I accidentally scratched her.
Oh.
Is there echo? Is it okay?
No, it's perfect. What's your name, sweetie? My name's Sacha. I'd love to tap with you.
Say hi, friends. Oh, here we go. Oh, so what's your name?
Presley.
Presley.
Presley. And how are you feeling right now?
Good.
You're feeling good? Do you want to try to press some magical points on your body with me? It's really fun. Okay, so you use your fingers, the tips of your fingers, and you're going to just tap the inside of your eyebrow.
Just like
right
this.
here. And you tap, 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 tap. Yeah.
Love, honey.
And then you tap the outside of your eyebrow. Outside of your eyebrow. There you go. Under your eye. Right on your cheekbones. Oh, you're getting it so good. Right under your eye. And then if you had a mustache, right under your nose. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And your chin. Tap, tap, tap your chin. You got it.
Yeah.
Nice big open chest, and tap your collarbones almost like a lion.
Right here.
You know, when they beat their chest. Yeah, so you might need to yeah, perfect. You got it. And let's just come to the top of the head. So you come right to the top of the head. Can you tap the top of your head? And take a deep breath in as you tap the top of your head. Exhale, let it go. How did that feel for you?
That feels good.
Yeah. So I saw, sorry, what was that?
This is so amazing, because like, what can we do as parents with our children when what we're hearing is play with me, play with me, play with me. And what a fun.
Mama, why you play with me? Would you
So
exactly.
this is what we're going to do.
So she's welcome to tap with us. And as the kids tap, like sometimes they'll be feeling a little too excited or a little bit bored, and you can actually get them to say, I'm really excited right now.
Ooh.
I really want you to play with me, you know, and just you know how to speak to your own children whatever way that is, but they'll feel the effects. So it can be really fun, and there's lots of videos online as well. Hey, sweetie.
I know. Here, you can go with.
I don't know if there's anything else in the comments or anything else that people are feeling that maybe from that they experienced, or anything else that they want to try.
And add and share. So yeah, you guys hop in the comments. I want to see what is the update. How are you guys feeling? I loved how we talked about procrastination. And for me, I'll share that reflection is I'm really good at getting things done, but my recent story has been there's not enough time. And what I actively work on is the universe expands time for me, because he said, I work a lot in my business. I have a lot of conversations, but I love it. It's my greatest joy. But with that being said, having a little one, you know, and having everybody home and not having that creative space, it feels like even if I want to get things done, I'm not able to, because I have so many other things that I have to do. Like I have to make Presley lunch. I have to make her million snacks because she's a growing girl, you know, or whatever that is. And so as I was doing that tapping exercise, I was kind of saying those words in my head as well, of like the universe expands time for me. And so I don't need to procrastinate. I get things done. So I love that. And someone also said, thank you. I feel lighter.
Amazing.
That's just a couple of rounds with those things. I love
it. Absolutely. Yeah. And I love that idea that you said the universe expands time for me, because it creates so much more space for ourselves. And what I was thinking when you were speaking was like this general feeling of overwhelm. So maybe we can, whatever it is that we're feeling, I think collectively there's a lot of overwhelm right now. So maybe we can wrap up with just a round of any feelings of overwhelm around what's going on in the world and maybe what's even on our phones. Like there's a million different things on our phones happening, and just so this feeling of overwhelm. How does that sound, Ashley?
It sounds perfect. And
Okay.
I kind of like mentioned before, we're expected to not only be, a lot of the women in here are, or the people in the group are women. It's like these perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect chefs and house cleaners and business owners and this and this and this. So if it was not overwhelming enough, now it's even more so. And for a lot of people, it's overwhelming of how am I going to get a job? Just overwhelmed with those thoughts. So I think this is perfect to wrap it with.
And it kind of ties into like when we feel overwhelmed, we lose space for ourselves to be creative, like we spoke at the beginning, and to really show up in a good feeling. So let's check in again with ourselves, which is just a super powerful tool that you guys have access to at all times. Like pause and notice, where am I feeling overwhelmed in this moment? And where is that living in my body? Sometimes it's like in the jaw. Sometimes it's in the top of the head or the heart. Where is this overwhelm? What is it like? And how intense is the feeling of overwhelmed right now from 0 to 10? Make note of that number and then tap along with me when you're ready. So we'll come to the side of the hand, again, either side, even though I'm feeling really overwhelmed.
I'm feeling really overwhelmed
with everything going on in the world today.
Everything going on in
my own home.
Everything going on in my own home.
I am choosing
to
feel whatever it is I feel.
To feel whatever it is that I feel.
In this moment.
Even though
I'm feeling really overwhelmed. And I feel it in my body. This constriction. And this tension. It's all too much. I am choosing to deeply and completely love and accept myself as I am. Even though this is all so overwhelming. And I feel really overwhelmed. I don't know how to manage my life anymore. And I don't know what the future is going to look like. And there's so much uncertainty. And it's really overwhelming. I am choosing to deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even with this overwhelmed feeling. Come to the eyebrows, this feeling of being overwhelmed. I've felt it before in my life. It's not just since this virus. This feeling of being overwhelmed has showed up before in my life. Outside of the eye, and it's really intense. When I feel overwhelmed. It blocks all creativity. It blocks any sense of joy and peace. Under the eye, this feeling of being overwhelmed. I think the whole world feels overwhelmed right now. Under the nose, this is a really overwhelming situation. So it's okay, I feel overwhelmed. The chin, but maybe I don't have to feel overwhelmed. After all, I'm here sitting safe. And there's nothing too scary happening right where I am.
And there's nothing too scary happening right where I am.
Collarbones, I choose to be right where I am.
I choose to be right where I am.
And to not get caught up in all the possibilities.
And to not get caught up in all the possibilities.
Of all the things that can go wrong.
Of all the things that can go wrong.
Under the arm, I let myself feel.
I let myself feel.
All the things that are going right.
All the things that are going right.
Right now.
Right now.
Top of the head, this feeling of being overwhelmed.
This feeling of being overwhelmed.
I allow it to clear from my system.
I allow it to clear from my system.
In my body, mind, and spirit.
In my body, mind, and spirit.
And take a deep breath in. And just release the tapping. You can place your hands once again on your body and your heart and your belly. And notice the number. That's important to always check back in with the results. So it's like, what's my feeling of being overwhelmed right now? Oh, it's decreased. It's changed. How are you feeling, Ashley?
Oh, good. I mean, I'm just like,
It makes you feel really sleepy as well, which is nice. You can tap, like one other tool is you can tap if you can't sleep at night, just help release some of that tension. And there's meridian points all over our body. This is just some of them. So one thing that I really love is there's meridian points on our fingers. So it's as if you have your nail beds. It's the point that's closest to your body on all your fingers. So you can even just squeeze. So tapping pressure and speed just depends on you. So just little squeezes, like I do this when I don't want to tap on my face. For instance, right now with COVID, I don't think you're going to want to tap on your face outside. So you can tap on your fingers at any point and you'll feel this release, especially when there's a heightened sense of energy or emotion.
Yeah, that's so beautiful because actually, I have a long history with panic attacks. And also before I developed my psychic skills, I really knew what they were, just going into crowded environments and then like, what am I feeling? It's all the things. I had learned about tapping, and this right here, oh my gosh, for some reason, I have a lot that'll blow up in my space when I'm in my car. And so if I'm at a stop sign, I'll just go like this. And that releases so much, or just the karate chop point, or here, right here, and that pressure point, or my fingers.
Yes.
This one was an intuitive one, but it's like, it like melts it away.
Yeah, it's good to remember, like for anybody watching that's like, oh, this is all so complicated. You know, we sometimes feel that way about yoga. Like, I can't do it. There's too many things. Like, keep it simple, whichever point feels good for you and accessible for you. I teach also kids in school. That's one of my jobs regularly. And I tell them to tap this point because they can do it under their desk, right? Because kids think this is super weird sometimes.
Like dash point,
they don't when they get to that embarrassed stage.
So this is so helpful. I feel so good. And also the idea of like wanting to sleep. My husband and we had like 50 questions that you could ask your partner or something. One of them was, where do you feel the safest? And he said, in bed. And I was like, that's really cute, because I felt really safe in bed as like a kid, you know, like hiding under the covers. And so when you've released and you're like, I just want to go to the safest place, which is my bed, you know, where you can rest and remain. And you know, how beautiful is that? So thank you so much for leading us through this amazing multiple rounds of this fantastic tapping. I'd love to know also, how are you guys feeling in our audience? What was your experience? What was your favorite, maybe epiphany that came through? We would love to hear from you. And then Sacha, if somebody wants to learn more about your coaching, your just what it looks like to work with you, and also your content, what is the best way for them to get a hold of you?
It would be great to get a hold of me through Facebook. I offer a second modality of tapping that works with our subconscious limiting beliefs. And right now I'm offering a free block testing. So that's a super cool way to speak with me one-on-one. We could have a call and I will share with you this intuitive kinesiology testing that helps you get clarity around the subconscious blocks. Because sometimes when we're using our own heads, we don't see what the real deep patterning is. So I would love just for you to message me on Facebook. Feel free to add me as a friend or through Ashley. That would be super awesome.
Yeah, she's in this group too, you guys, in the Mediocre to Magical Academy. So yeah, feel free to just comment below too. We'll make sure that you guys get connected. Again, Sacha, thank you so much for being here. I feel so much better. I know that our audience does as well. And we had many people who were asking for the replay if they weren't able to make it at this time. So honored and grateful for all of your wisdom. Our friend says, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I say that too.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for everyone watching.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to have you on again. And again, you guys check out her Instagram. She's doing some IGTVs with some little sound bites. And it's a simple process that you guys can do as well. But what also I think is really helpful is having somebody guide you, because I was really impressed with everything that you're doing. But I was like, how does she know what to say in between? Because some of it is standard, but the other part is very intuitive, And so if you guys are looking for someone to support you with that tapping, feel free, connect with our sweet friend, because I really believe that you are so amazing. We'll definitely have you on again. And to everybody who's watching, we wish you an amazing day full of amazing things, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.